Now, tell me what motivated you originally, because there's some stories about that you're motivated by the actual trophy itself. Tell me about that.
Yeah, when I was very young, I was disillusioned, frustrated, embarrassed, and that when I wanted to play with some other kids my age to play basketball, I was 8 years old, 9 years old at the time, that they rejected me. I mean, when I asked to play with them, their first three comments were, when they said, "Come on, I want to play," the first thing they said was, "You're too young." Well, wait a minute, I'm 8, you're 9, or I'm 9, you're 10. What's the big deal? Then when I persisted, which was a wonderful quality I didn't know I had at that time, I was stubborn. So when I kept asking, "Well, come on, I still want to play," and they said, "No, you're too small, you're too young." And the third one, they said I was no good. That really hurt.
Yeah.
So I found myself, running home and became determined that if I'm going to be good at this, I already knew and understood that all I needed was a basketball. So that's all I asked for my Christmas gift, and that's all I got. And having that basketball, I mean, I wore the thing out. I even wrote a poem about it called My Friend BB, which I took it everywhere. And after 2 years, it was, the skin got so raw from playing on a gravel type court that, the balloon inside, the rubber inside, actually came through one day and formed a blister.
Okay.
And then when it punctured, I wrote it as if BB died as a pet. And when people read the thing, they're like, "Oh, it's so sad. Your pet died." It's my basketball at the very end. But I got a trophy for being an all-star after just a couple of years of expressing myself that way.
Yeah.
So trophies to me were like a reward. It was like recognition, validation for my accomplishment. So when I started competing and they said they're going to have trophies, I said, "Yummy."
Yeah.
I want those.
So what was it like when you won your first trophy? So the first competition you walked in martial arts. So
yes.
What was that?
Well, it was in, this was my third month of training. We're in Fort Chaffee.
3 months, yeah?
Yeah, this is my third month of training, still a white belt. We're at Fort Chaffee, Arkansas. And my instructor came to us one day and said, "Oh, listen, they're going to have this tournament in Tulsa, Oklahoma by Lou Angel." And, I thought maybe we'd go out there because it's not very far from where we were. We'd go out there and give it a try. But I just want you guys to have more experience. Because at that time, obviously, only military people were doing karate in 1962, 64. People coming back from Okinawa, Korea, like that, Japan. So these were grown men that were training in the Orient that came back, and I remember, still in the military.
Yes.
So there were military bases around the areas everywhere, and people that were coming back wanted to continue training. And then, anyway, the idea was to come up with this sport, and so he said, "Well, let's go there and give it a try, but I want you guys to get more experience, so I'll have you just wear brown belts, so when you get there, you'll fight better people." And I remember the first day of our training, my instructor said that it'll take me 5 years to get a black belt. So, and I enlisted. I was so smart, I joined the Army, which was smart because Vietnam came up and I was already out when Vietnam really kicked over. So I was blessed to have gone before and volunteered for 3, so I didn't have to do any reserve time. So he said 5 years, and I was 2.5 years to go. So I was thinking, well, it's not going to take me 5 because where am I going to get the other 2.5 years to finish up my course?
Yeah.
But the idea about going to tournaments was that we could get experience and that we were fighting brown belts already. He said, "I'll just let you wear brown belts and enter that division." And apparently at that time there were only 2 divisions of competition, kata and sparring or kumite. So when we went there, I entered both divisions, and there was entry fee. You had to pay to enter per division. It was $5, which was a lot of money as a private back then in the Army. So I simply rationalized when he says, "Oh, they're giving away trophies." It just clicked in my mind.
Oh, trophy, yeah.
Yeah, trophies. Well, if I'm paying $5, that's trophy's mine. I mean, well, you got to fight brown belts. I don't care who I have to fight.
If I want a trophy.
That's mine. So I had that mentality already. And as we went to different tournaments, I just, that was the goal. They have a trophy, I'm winning it.
I'm taking it home.
I'm taking it
I
home.
paid my entry fee. That's mine.
Absolutely.